Madden NFL 24, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills on Monday night.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis back with you. And Charles, these two teams, the Bills and Chiefs, and maybe you throw the Bengals in there as well, they've been the cream of the crop in the AFC the last few years.
And a big reason why, the guys piloting both teams. You know about Josh Allen with the Bills and Patrick Mahomes with Kansas City. And Josh Allen, he's gotten the better of Mahomes in the regular season. What he's looking forward to, another shot in the postseason and to finally get to a Super Bowl.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Allen going to look to throw on the first play. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Allen going to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
There's nothing the league's best quarterback didn't achieve last season. Super Bowl trophy? Check. MVP award? Check. League leader in yards and touchdowns? Check. How does he top the season he had last year? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, he usually finds a way.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They run with the 2nd-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, They're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Mahomes to throw on second down. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On first down, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back, even with just 1 throw.
Allen's throw is complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening. That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And it's caught. 25 yards that time.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On play action, it's Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. sack back around the 8. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak, no running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run with Pacheco. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
Butker's kick here is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Allen off the play fake. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Group effort had Kansas City finishing 2nd in the NFL with 55 sacks last season. The no doubt leader of the effort, though, was Jones, who had 15.5 sacks, which matched a career high, finishing 3rd in the Defensive Player of the Year voting.
Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in, and he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a cycle. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Karlaftis Mathis brought his relentless motor from Purdue to Kansas City. 6 sacks and a couple fumble recoveries as a rookie. They expect him to continue to expand his game in his second season.
On second down, here's Allen. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen, his throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To the air, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen. Is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis from 17 yards out. And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Let's do this, man. Let's go get it now. Let's hit it. Let's get it, baby.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes now on first down. That's complete to Tony. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Get him going, baby. It's all like popcorn. Come on now. It's all like popcorn.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. It's Kelsey on the ground. Look at the big man rumble. On the move past the 40. He may go. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge true pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're trying to dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Here's Pacheco. Yeah, he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Butker's kick here is good, and now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
On 1st down, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Here's Allen to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Gray. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Matt Milano, an All-Pro last year, in on the tackle. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Get him going, baby.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. That'll be caught by James. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.